Magnus, is it true that in Iceland you believe that if you sneeze 3 times before breakfast on a Sunday, then you'll gain something that day?
Yeah.
Is it also true that many Icelanders believe in elves, and in fact many roads were rerouted to avoid potential elf sites?
Yes.
Is it true that in Iceland you can get 200 frozen sausage rolls for $4.99?
Yeah.
I'm sorry about him. Please tell us about the next event.
All right, next is the Monster Strong log lift. This giant log, you're gonna lift it overhead from shoulder height as many times as you can.
So it's a press. How much does it weigh?
150 kilos.
Wow.
Well, the 150 kilogram log proved too heavy a load for some. Pat O'Dwyer failing to register a lift. England's Tom Shaw suffered the same fate. The same story as well for Ireland's Nicky Whelan and Scotland's Luke Stoltman. Simon Johnston, the Welsh champion, 6th place finisher, the UK's strongest man last year, dearly loved to get himself on the podium, and here presents something of an opportunity because 4 athletes have already failed to register a single lift, so if Johnston can get just one, he gets himself some valuable points. First effort, proving just a little bit difficult, so regroups, regathers. It's a 90-second time limit on this particular event. Uses his legs, uses that torso and drives it up to complete 1 repetition. That's the best we've seen so far. Just inquiring as to how long there is. There's less than a minute now. So in the context of the competition, Simon Johnston making a fairly steady start by completing 1 lift. But no, it's proving beyond him, so 1 lift. 1 and done for Simon Johnston. He takes the lead at this early stage of the competition. So the defending champion just taking some time to focus ahead of the log lift. And this an event where he'll be really looking to make an impact. Rightly regarded as one of the best, if not the best, log lifter in the country. So an opportunity to really stamp his authority on this particular event. 90 seconds, the time limit. Up onto the chest, and pure upper body strength. Hardly using the legs at all to complete 1 repetition. Just struggled to get it to the chest, it seemed, on that second attempt. But once he does get it in position, the upper body power is immense. Just driving from the shoulders. 2 repetitions completed. Just under a minute to go on the time limit. Really getting low now and adopting a different tactic to get it onto his chest. For the 3rd one, it was almost a squat. Teetering beneath that 150 kilogram load. Fighting for all he's worth. And completes 3 repetitions.
That's not fair, man.
Ed Hall, not a happy man. In conversation with the referee and tournament official, the daddy, Glenn Ross. Not happy about the height of the plinth. And he wants this event to be over. Now Ed Hall...
Squat it.
saying that he's got to squat to get the load in position. So not a happy man. Ed Hall has allowed the time to expire and has completed just 3 repetitions, which is solid, but he would have expected far more.
From Ireland, Jonathan Kelly!
So here is Johnny Kelly, currently in 2nd place after the duck walk. One of the lighter athletes here, how will he cope? But that is a terrific start. Rolling that log up onto the chest, adopting a different technique to the one used by Ed Hall. And using that momentum to his favour. Rolling it up the torso and just driving from the chest. 2 repetitions completed. Less than 30 seconds elapsed on the clock. And again, rolling it towards the chest, and then terrific upper body strength to lock out the arms and register another good lift. He's already tied the defending champion Ed Hall. So just psyching himself up now, gathers himself, approaches the bar in aggressive fashion and really fighting beneath that 150-kilogram log. And it's a good lift. And look at what it means to him. He takes the lead and completes a personal best. Johnny Kelly gets an embrace from his coach Glenn Ross. Terrific performance.
That's enough.
Yeah, that's good. The most ever gone down trins one, so
Really?
I'm happy to get forward there. Yeah.
So you're saying you're pulling it out for the final?
Yeah.
Your technique, I mean, you know, I'm not an expert, but your technique looks like superior strategy in this. That roll and straight up into the press.
Yeah, I tried doing it. See some other guys pull their chest and jerk it, but the log's that long, it's hard to balance. So
Right.
sometimes just getting that roll straight into the press is easier.
Awesome. That's good. I mean, you got to feel good about going into the rest of it now.
Yeah, that's 2 good events for me. So just need to keep it up.
Yep.
Cheers,
Okay.
thanks.
So here is the event leader, Ben Kelsey, who blitzed the field with a blistering performance in the duck walk. And this, another one of his strong events. So could well be looking to make it 2 wins out of 2 and place the pressure on defending champion Ed Hall. You see the split leg technique just to drive it up and using the legs perhaps more than any other athlete we've seen. Former discus thrower, so a strong background in Olympic lifts. While this is different, very used to pressing things overhead. 2 repetitions completed so far, plenty of time on the clock. Oh, and Ben Kelsey. Now that is a crucial mistake because his event is over in the log lift. And he has let points and repetitions go begging. Ben Kelsey, frustrated, disappointed, storms off the podium.
How you doing, big guy? That's going incredibly well. You had the technique.
I had 5 reps there. I knew I
I
was going to get
we
it.
were all saying it. You could see
One
it
mistake.
doing your Olympic. Yeah, but so what happened? Walk me through it.
Just lost balance ever so slightly.
Oh, do you know what?
The rule is, if you drop it down off the blocks, you can't go again. I'm happy to pick it up and done another 5 reps, but it wasn't allowed.
Ed, you had an issue there with the block height. You think you're going to win that, but now we're...
I am the best log presser in the country, and there's just no way that it was like a fair equipment. If you were 5'10" or whatever, it's perfect to pick up. If you're 6'3" up like me, it's just impossible to sort of get it onto your chest. You have to basically squat it up.
So you're wasting a lot of energy just getting the log in place.
Oh God, yeah. And half the effort of that is getting the log on your chest in the right place. And if it's not the right height, it's just impossible. That's the way it is.
Think you still got it in you to take it?
Oh God, yeah. But I wanted an easier win than that.
I don't know if you've ever heard of the term game face. That is a game face.
Well, what a turn-up we have had in the 150-kilogram monster log press. Johnny Kelly, a surprise winner with a personal best of 4 repetitions. Ed Hall could only manage 3, wasn't comfortable with the plinth height. And Ben Kelsey, making a crucial error when attempting his 3rd repetition, only 2 reps completed, finishes in 3rd. And so that means Ireland's strongest man, Johnny Kelly, has gone into the lead, 1 point ahead of Ben Kelsey. Ed Hall, the defending champion, in 3rd.
Magnus, is it true that Iceland is the highest country on the Global Peace Index?
Yep.
And you've also got more books than any other country per capita.
Yes.
And you're 4th happiest country in the world.
Yes, of course.
Well, I also heard a terrifying rumour that there are no strip clubs and no McDonald's in Iceland.
Well, we don't have any McDonald's anymore.
You devil.
Now, you drove this car here today, didn't you? It's very kind of you to lend us it for the event, but how does this event work?
Well, basically this is competitor starts from a line, runs into a car, flips it over, wheel to wheel, goes to the other side and flips it back, and then finishes over the line. This is a lot of explosive power and speed you'll see in this one.
Wow, this is the car flip.
It's going to be good.
So to the line in the first heat, the athletes placed in 7th and 8th, Tom Shaw and Pat O'Dwyer, in what is a test of just about every athletic quality: speed, strength, agility and power. And 6'5" Tom Shaw using that height and reach to get terrific leverage to complete the first revolution. Sprints around as quickly as he's able and then repeats the process once more. Tom Shaw getting that momentum going, driving the car to complete the second revolution and dashing for the line. Applies the brakes just as he clatters into the advertising hoarding and beats Pat O'Dwyer by a comfortable distance in the first heat. But Tom Shaw lays down a solid marker to begin the event.
Tom, you were fast.
About time I woke up, wasn't it? No, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do it since seeing it.
Is that the first time you've done it, or?
First time I've done it.
Yeah, I done it in Ireland, so.
Yeah.
It's an exciting event, and now, I mean, we're getting down to the wire now, so I mean, everyone's giving it everything they got.
Yeah, it always looked good on Worlds years ago, so I've always wanted to do it. So nice to be able to do it.
How'd you find it?
Not too bad, no. I think it was heavier. Just heavier here than it was in Ireland. I had to get my leg on under. But not too bad now, I got to finish it.
Awesome intensity. Good stuff, guys. Best of luck in the rest of the finals. Thank you.
Dan Gannon on hand in the crowd to cheer on the athletes in this second heat of the car roll. Luke Stoltman and Nicky Whelan. Both men demonstrating terrific speed as they approach the car. And going ahead in the early stages is Nicky Whelan. He's got the momentum. Stoltman coming back well. Now the twinkle toe danced around to the other side of the vehicle. Back beneath it once again. Got to get that drive. Whelan getting himself into a slight position of advantage. Gets the car down first. Sprints over the line. Stoltman stopping the clock just a few seconds later. But Whelan's time very impressive. 21.59. Currently in second. So plenty of encouragement from the crowd on hand for the two athletes at the start line, Ben Kelsey and Simon Johnston. Kelsey with terrific speed, when his lack of body weight be a hindrance. Again, he's to the car slightly quicker than Johnston. Just struggling to get it up into position for the roll. Does so now. Dashes around to the other side of the car with clear daylight between him and Johnston. Can Johnston make up the time by using his advantage in bulk and mass? Just losing positioning on the second car roll. Kelsey over the line, 23.08 seconds. Johnston considerably slower, completes the course now, 28.78. Won't trouble the leaders, but Kelsey bouncing back well after his disappointment in the log press.
Ben, at the time of 23.08, that puts you in third place, but we've still got Edie Hall to go.
Absolutely, yeah. I was hoping for a little bit quicker. It's a very unpredictable event.
You're one of the lightest guys in the contest. I mean, sure. I'm thinking body weight favours a lot of you in that.
Yeah, but then the foot speed probably works in my favour when you're running around the car, so I guess it kind of balances out. I made mistakes on that, so it's my own fault, no one else to blame.
You're consistently placing in the top in these events. Do you think it's going to be enough to take the title?
Depends what everyone else does, to be honest. I mean, if I can come away with a third place,
all to play for,
then yeah, maybe. But
all right,
who knows?
We'll see.
So to the start line for the fourth and final heat of the car roll, the event leader and the defending champion. Tom Shaw currently leading this event, 21.11 seconds the time to beat. So Kelly on the near side, he's practiced in this event, but look at the power being generated by Ed Hall on the far side. Dashes around the car. Kelly still to complete his single revolution. Ed Hall already in the midst of his second, losing a bit of direction but just muscling the car to where he wants it to go. What a time! Sub 20 seconds, clear leader. Johnny Kelly dashes for the line, 24.89 for him. Ed Hall was absolutely sensational. Naked aggression, brute strength, 19.38 the time.
Good work.
Cheers.
That potentially put you sort of closer to the top spot again for the whole event?
Hope so, yeah. I mean, I was just that angry from the last event. I'm so determined to win this, so all my adrenaline and power went into that.
Johnny, what was your time for that?
24.89.
That's a good time still.
It was alright, I lost a few points there, but
You seem to have a little bit of problem with the momentum in the first place.
yeah, just didn't get enough power off the floor to push it right through, so, but still two more events.
Well, Ed Hall, disappointed from the log lift, took all of his aggression out on that reinforced car and produced a sensational time of 19.38 seconds to win by a clear distance from Tom Shaw in second. And look at the effect that has had on the overall leaderboard. Ed Hall now into joint first place with Ben Kelsey, 19 points apiece. Johnny Kelly just 1 point off the pace. Third place, 18 points.